Good morning.
Good morning.
It is what day?
Friday, July 12th.
Watch this.
This is kind of like when you're at camp or something, and you just forget all about what day it is, because you're not paying attention every day. So anyway, we are up. We've had breakfast. We've gone over to the bike shop to get a new pair of bike shorts. Long story short, the ones I had weren't working. We'll just leave it at that.
Leave it at
Um,
that. But it was a good night's rest, good breakfast this morning. We're pretty much loaded up, ready to walk out the door. Today starts a new adventure.
we're going to be going on the Chesapeake and Ohio C&O Canal Towpath.
Yeah.
And it goes 184.5 miles into Georgetown, Washington, D.C.
From Cumberland.
From Cumberland, Maryland, where we are right now. We got in here yesterday.
Checked in probably between 4:30 and 5.
4:35, checked into our hotel. We got up early yesterday morning at 4 o'clock and left that campground about 7:20.
Yeah,
Confluence left about 7:20. We knew it was going to be a long day. It ended up being
she lost it to that first page.
62.54 miles. A long day. It was about 24 of it was downhill, and the rest of it was uphill. That slow, steady incline uphill. The downhill.
It's a glorious downhill.
Glorious downhill when there's not a headwind pushing you back. I struggled to even get up to like 17 miles an hour. Last year, we flew down that hill at about 23 miles an hour. So it was a strong headwind, but it was still glorious.
It was good.
Yep.
And we planned that day to be a 62-mile day based on the fact that 24 of it was downhill.
Right.
Now, to be honest, we both had some reservations and concerns about doing it, even up until Tuesday. But we got up on Wednesday morning.
No, Thursday
morning. And thought, okay, we got everything planned. Thursday morning we got up in Confluence. We hadn't made any changes to anything, and so we thought, let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
And once we passed Myersdale, it's another 8 miles from there up to the Eastern Continental Divide. From there, I don't want to say it was easy, because of the headwind, but it was nice.
It was nice, yes.
So, now a couple things about the C&O. And I'll give you some stats about ESVs, right? There's two points of C&O that are good, that we know of. We haven't ridden it before. But there is the mile marker 0 there in Georgetown, which is actually behind Thompson's boat shack.
Thompson's boathouse.
Anyway,
like that.
And
a lot of people don't find it.
Yeah, amazing.
I don't know why. There's plenty of directions out there everywhere.
Yeah. So we're going to find that when we get there. But there's another point. Most people will start where we come into Cumberland on the Gap. There's a big medallion, and that's where the Gap ends. And most people will go ahead and
that's the beginning of the C&O.
They begin to C&O from there, and that's fine. However, the true beginning of C&O is across the river from there. Canal, sorry. And we're going to show you that a little bit later, because we're going to actually go out there to the milepost that says 184.5 of the C&O. We'll do a video there and get some pictures there. So
we can't exactly ride to it because it's a steep downhill on a grassy path and the canal right behind it.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for disaster.
It'd be cool as all.
Yeah, we did dirty.
Okay.
It's a recipe for disaster. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But we will take our bikes to that point, get the pictures, and then push them back up that hill and start from there.
So it'll be a good day, good ride.
Yeah. Yesterday's riding time, I thought it was going to take a long time. Last year, I was looking at last year's times, riding time, stop time, and it was like, it's going to take us 12 hours total to get there at least. but last year we had to stop and wait for Heather. Heather would text or Heather would call information about my mom. So we were stopped a lot last year on phone calls, texting back and forth, checking on the status of how my mom was doing. And so it took us a long time. This year, total time of from the time we left Confluence till the time we got here.
And
Okay, we forgot to stop our watches until about 30 minutes after we were in the hotel room.
yeah,
So even this is a little inflated. 10 hours and 4 minutes, 5 hours and 53 minutes of moving time. So y'all, we did 62 miles in just under 6 hours. So that's because we were going close to 20 miles an hour coming down the hill.
Yeah.
Going up, we were going about 8
or 9, maybe.
Our average moving speed was 10.6. So,
yeah.
Oh, and here it says my max speed. I guess I did get up to 22.6.
Okay.
So,
I'm not sure what my max speed was. My phone's over on the side there.
But anyway, we will, we need to finish doing our last few things, and then we will, so we're going to sign off, and we will catch up with you out at the 184.5 mile marker.
Yeah. You remember, we'll see you
on the bikes. All right, there's 184.5 right there.
Now we got to get back up to the trail.
184.5 of the C&O Canal Towpath. Now we got to wade through all the goose poo and get back up this hill. I'm blocking because no shame in hike-a-bike. Now, up till the time we got here last night, we knew what was coming ahead of us and what the trail was, since we had done it last year. But this year, or from now forward, we don't know what the trail is. We don't know what's coming up. We do know that there are some detours that we will have to do. One of them will be either last thing today or first thing tomorrow. And then a couple in closer to DC. So we'll just roll with it and figure it out as we go. And enjoy the ride.
Ow.
All right.
That hurt.
We're back up where we can ride. So let's do this. We're in new territory. New territory for us. It's a bright sunny day. There's scattered clouds. I hope we get into some tree cover to cool us down a little bit, but we have no idea. I think up here, if I remember from looking at the map, we will actually be riding around a prison. Go figure. too rough. We've heard tales that the first 10, 20 miles can be or sometimes rough, bumpy. So far, so good. I might eat my words here in a little bit, but I just got hit by a bug. Oh, did we mention it's mostly downhill to DC? And we just passed mile 184. But yeah, it's either gonna be flat or downhill-ish all the way to Georgetown. Has changed from just a gravel all the way across to a two-lane, two-track little path. And we've heard and seen that it changes up from single track to double track to wide to narrow. In some areas, the canal still has some water in it, but it's all green algae over it. Some areas, it's all filled in. The canal is to our left. Right now, I can see a river to our right. I don't know if that's the Potomac up here already. I feel like it is the Potomac, but I'm not 100% sure. Next time we stop, I'll check a map. And if we're going good, our next stop will be in about 6.5 miles. We try to stop every 10 miles. That's about every hour. Unless we need a break earlier than that. It appears that we have come to our first block. Oh. Okay. We might take a break here so we can look at it a bit. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. We will have to climb up that other side.
Yeah. You said come try.
Okay, so now we have come to a little skinny single track lane. So I hope we don't have to decide or figure out what happens if we meet somebody coming the other way. Oops, we're gonna have to duck for this street here. Okay. Mike said he just got bamboozled. We think we might have just changed our stopping plan. Not too far past the place we were going to stop for a break is a town called Old Town, and there's an old school that they changed into a cafe, restaurant, and I think they have rooms for rent in there too. So I think since right now it's 10 till 12, we might just go on into there and have a nice lunch break. We'll let you know what we decide. nice little break at that lock house back there. And just before we left, a nice little family, a mom and a dad, and a little boy, looked to be maybe 6 or 7. He was in a cart. And then Mama had a cart. Here, Daddy was pulling the boy. Mama was pulling a cart with the little boy's bike, because he can ride, but he's taking a break right now. But they started in DC on Saturday? They started in DC on Saturday? Friday. They started in DC last Friday, and they're heading all the way to Pittsburgh. So we talked for a while, and he said that down here in a couple miles, the trail smooths out, and it's nice and smooth, at least to Paw Paw. So we're looking forward to that, because right now it is rough. There's some old lock house structure or bridge structure or something. Yeah, we're not going to stop and explore every lock house and every structure, because we would never get to DC in time. We found it. We found the nice smoothed out part. It's more like what the gap was. That's crushed limestone. It's all nice and smooth. We can make some time now. It's less than 3 miles to Old Town now.
Yeah.
So we are about 2.8 miles away from the old schoolhouse cafe now. I let Grampy get ahead of me. But when we get there, we're gonna... I've checked. Google says it's open, so when we get there, let's hope it's still open and we can go in and get us a nice lunch, have a little break. And then after that, we have about 20 more miles. Schoolhouse is about 18 from where we started today, and we have a total of about 38 or 40 to do today. Sometime in between there, after lunch, we'll get to go through the Paw Paw Tunnel. But we'll discuss that more when we get to it. Grampy better speed up or I'm going to get in front of him again. So GoPro, did you hear those directions? We're going to turn off of the towpath, the C&O, and we're going to go into the town of Old Town and get our lunch at the old schoolhouse cafe. says open. So we are here. So we came out from lunch. Well, actually, let's back up. When we got here to the Schoolhouse Cafe, went to park the bikes. My bike took a tumble to the right. Picked it up, we locked them up, we went in to eat, came out, and I'm like, my bike won't move. And so something happened when it fell, something happened to the front brakes, and it was not allowing the front tire to move at all. So Grampy is currently trying to fix that issue for us. And hopefully he can get it good enough where I can move, but I can still stop. And then if we need to, I can get it fixed at the bike shop in Hancock tomorrow. So, we'll let you know how it goes.
Here we are back on the C&O Towpath here after lunch at the old schoolhouse. A little bit of a mess up with Donna's bike. It fell over in the bike rack and front brakes were locked up. I got that fixed, but still not braking very well on the front. Back works okay, the front not so good. So we get our campground tonight. Grampy gets to work on that tonight and get it working better. We get to Hancock tomorrow morning. There's a bike shop there we're planning on going to that they can hopefully get it fixed in a short amount of time and make sure it's right. So we will see. Somewhere off on our right is the Potomac River. Of course, off on the left here is the canal. We used to pull the boats up. So far, not too bad a ride. Another one of those aqueducts. And Grammy's passing us on the hill. That was kind of cool. You either ride in between like that or you can ride on top. Well, it's just you push your bike on top, so. You see that bridge up there above the trail. That is the Paw Paw Tunnel. Let me stop there for just a second. Photo op, I guess. All right, this is the Paw Paw Tunnel.
This is a tunnel that you are not supposed to ride your bikes through because one, it is very dark. We hear it's very rough and it's very slick.
Picture from here. Sorry, go for it.
I'm just getting a picture there. I don't know what that sound is. Animal up there, watching us.
Watching us.
Maybe it's a tunnel troll's gonna come eat us. All right, here we go through the tunnel. Yippee!
Oh, here. Let me go first. I've got a light.
Okay, Grandma's gonna go first because she's got her light. My light's kind of messed up right now. Yeah. Ooh, nice and cool in here. Pretty dark. Oh. Yes. Pedal.
Want me to put my tail light on?
No.
Maybe you should put your tail light on too. In case somebody comes up behind us.
Right. Yeah, there. There we go. I would not want to ride through here. Oh, downhill yet? This is pretty wild here. I can imagine two bikes passing each other in here. Ah, woo! Puddles. Puddles. It is cool in here though. Guess that didn't help. I never took my sunglasses off. Okay, kind of weird, but we're about halfway through, I guess, now. Yeah, weird. Follow the red light. Like a cat chasing the red dot. There's no way to ride through this. There are little metal things in the wall every once in a while. I think. Yeah. Sure, I'm glad Grammy went first with her light. I know. I was thinking, there should be to the end. Where's the end? Oh, there's another bike. I think it's under the light. Yep. There's a bike up there. Yeah, I just now saw it. I don't know how we're gonna do this. This thing takes forever. I'll move as far as I can.
We'll just wait right here.
That'll do it.
Oh, is this
Perfect.
you? Nope.
There's 3. Having fun yet?
Yeah, we're fine. I think the end is getting closer.
It is.
The end is
There's
near.
some puddles. I don't know how people actually ride through here sometimes.
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
I think the second half of it is that you're going to work close to it, but you're up against the water.
Okay. Thanks for the warning. Bye. Having fun?
Yeah, oh yeah.
just not willing to bite this like these nutters.
Yeah.
Have a good ride.
I'm guessing because that there were 6 bikers coming through there.
What?
Excuse me, 3 bikers coming through there. So we pulled over the side waited for them. Okay. Oh yeah, big puddle. There might be a shark in that puddle. Slick through here. So there is the Paw Paw Tunnel. We are almost to the end of it now. Let's get out this tunnel. This is the exit from the Paw Paw Tunnel. Yeah, I know the battery died as they were coming out of the Paw Paw Tunnel, or if we have to enter, exit, or whatever. So this is us coming out. Ooh, sunshine on those rocks is kind of hot. Here we are back on the dirt trail. Oh man, no guardrail. Oh, bumpy again. Okay. To make it worse, we've got extra waters. Fill off our camelbacks tonight and in the morning, and so we can make oatmeal and coffee and such. So here we are. It is 5:33 in the evening. We're about I don't know, 7 miles, 6.5, 7 miles from our campground. We're staying out tonight. It's a hiker biker site, so. There's Grammy up there. Got a visitor. He's gonna run down the trail in front of us for a bit. That was kind of cool. We're less than half a mile from our campsite. I saw him, so let's record that. I do believe our campsite is right up over this hill a little bit. Looks like a nice, oh, we got people there already. Those lines up, all right. Here we are. This is Devil's Alley Hiker Biker Campsite. Wow. Hey. Good evening.
Good evening.
It is what, after 9, about 9:30?
Yeah, about 9:30.
We're at
Devil's Alley Hiker Biker Campsite on the C&O Canal Towpath.
Yep.
We had a long day. We had about 44 miles total riding. We got to this campsite. We were tired, tuckered out, and there's a group of kids here that are doing a kayak trip. and there's about what 12 of them.
Yeah.
12, it's 2 adults and then the 10 kids. And but they're good. They're having fun. They're not being bad, loud, anything like that. But we were able to find a spot to set up our tent. So we stood up on the path for a while, looking down on this campsite. We're like,
We almost decided to go ahead up on the trail to a spot we could have stopped and eaten our dinner. So let's eat dinner and then see. But then we decided, nope, let's just go ahead and camp there.
Come on down and camp here. So
Yeah.
it's been fine. They look like a good group of kids, and they're working well together and paying attention to their
leaders.
Their leaders and stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, we rode about 44 miles today. This campsite is like only, well, we're at mile 144.5.
Yeah.
And we started at 184.5 this morning.
Yeah.
So it's like 44 miles.
Yeah.
So how did we thought it was like 40 miles.
Well, we went off trail to get to the old schoolhouse.
To eat our lunch.
For lunch. And we went off trail at Paw Paw to get some water. And so that kind of added to the trip. So
there is a water pump here, but
it's not treated.
It's not treated, and we do have a filter with us, but we decided even before the trip began that we'd rather not have to filter our water unless we absolutely had to. So we do have that capability, but we would rather ride a few miles with
extra water,
extra jugs of fresh water, rather than just depend on the well water. That's just our choice.
Now this is a nice campground. It's kind of loaded from the trail, so kind of close to the water, but it's not been raining, so don't worry about flooding or anything. But you can actually, and when it's quiet, you can actually hear the river, so that's kind of nice.
But there's a lot of bugs.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear them or not, but
talking to each other out there. It is a little bit of a hike to the porta potty. You have to go up the hill. The porta potty's up at trail level. And we're kind of towards the back of the campground, so have to go through it and up the hill. But we're dealing with it. We deal with it, and of course there's no showers here, so we did a little
quick little spit bath. What we could.
Spit bath with a washcloth. And hey, we're just gonna get sweaty again tomorrow. So, and we're sweaty again right now because it's
humid.
It's humid and muggy. So.
And that headwind we had today.
Yesterday.
Guess what? It's not doing today. Right now, it's not blowing.
Right. We had headwinds again today.
Yep.
Every way we turned. This is not a linear path. It follows the curves of the river. And every way we turned, we had a headwind.
Yeah. Go figure, right?
But now, when we wish it was blowing, it's not.
Yeah.
So.
We need to talk to somebody about that. You know who we can talk to about that?
No, I don't know who we can talk to about that. But
who's in charge of the wind?
Again, we can't give you all the cute stats from today because we don't have any cell service here.
Yeah.
But Heather knows where we are, so if something happens tonight, she knows where to
send help.
Send somebody to come find us.
Yep.
Of course, they get here and there's 5 tents to choose from, so
pick a tent.
Pick a tent. We didn't give her our tent description.
Probably knows it though. I don't know.
Anyway, it is 9:37, so we're gonna have a little bit of a snack.
Yep.
And then get in bed. We're gonna set our alarms for 6 in the morning.
Yeah, 6 in the morning.
And try to be on the trail by 8. It's about 20 miles to Hancock.
Yep.
It's a town, the next town down, and they have a bicycle shop, and we're going to take my bike there We were gonna go there anyway to get t-shirts.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go there to have my front brakes looked at and fixed.
Yeah.
You know, after that little debacle this afternoon.
Yep.
And so, I mean, they sort of work, but not really. My back brakes work. I do have brakes, just not fully functional front brakes. And Mike tried his hardest. He tried to fix them, and just couldn't happen. So he got them working okay.
So
anyway, so we're gonna get up early so we can get there, get that done, because they close at noon.
Yeah.
So we have to be there by noon. And earlier, it didn't matter if we got there at 11:30, but now we want to try to get there by 10 to give it a couple hours.
Yeah.
So if they have to wait, if it takes a while to fix my brakes or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll say good night for now, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Yep.
And we will
See you on the
bikes.
Good night.